Hi everyone, this video is about forum validation in regex. I have already created this design, so we will validate this name, email and password without any library. So let's get started. This is the design that I have created in Bootstrap. And now first of all, we will declare a variable to store the values of input fields in that. Const values set values is equal to values use state hook, and it is in object type with us. So we have three properties in that. The first one will be the name with us, initial value empty string, email, and also the password. And also we have name, email and password here. And now let's get the inputs whenever we are writing something here. So we should store that value here. So for that I will call a function here and change handle input. I will copy this for other email and password too. Now let's create that function. So I will create a new object. New obj is equal to the previous values. Now we will update the names whenever we are updating the name. So we should write something like this: event dot target dot name. If we are updating the name, so it will write here the name. If email a password, it will put here the password. Okay, here name and password we have here. So here I will write event dot target dot value. It will store the value of that in this new object. Now I will update the values, set values and new object. Updated the values. So after updating the values, so now whenever we press this validation function, this button, so it will call this forum and submit function, submit event handle validation. I will call this function when we press that button. Function handle validation. We will get an event here. We will prevent default submission. So now I will I have created another file by the name of validation.js. Okay, there is nothing. So here I will create a function to validate the values. What I will do, I will simply write validation. Before that I will create a function here. And I will pass values to this function. The validation has imported, and I will pass the values to that function. So now I will perform after validation here in this function. Before that, so whenever an error occurred, for example here is an error in name or password or email, so what we should do, we should return a value from this file. Okay, so we will create an object for the errors also. Errors is equal to with an empty object. State errors set is equal to use state. It is in object type with us. We will store the errors in that. We will simply call here set errors. Yes, so it will return the values, the errors, and that will store in this error. So let's here first I will create an errors object After that I will create pattern for name, password and email, the regular expression. Okay, const email pattern is equal to, I will write my regular expression in this, between these. So first of all I will write not, it means without space and at, accept all characters. So then we will write plus, it means one or more than one. In email, after for example at, then we have an at sign. After at sign again we should have accept all the characters without at and space. Then we can also specify length here. Okay, and then we have as dot slash dot. After that again we have without space and at, accept all characters. I will specify length here, for example from 2 to 4. Okay, or 2 to 6. I specified the length for that. It was our email pattern. So let's try one for password. So for the password I will write I wrote this pattern for password. This pattern means that at least one digit, at least one small character, and at least one capital character, and also A to Z, small, big, and 0 to 9. And the length would be, from the small length would be 8, and then how many characters you would like to write, so you can set for the password. So it for the password. For the name we will not write. So now let's write. So first validation is for the name, app my first values here, values. Okay, values dot name was equal to empty. So what it should do, errors dot name is equal to name is required. This was just for the name. Okay, name should not be empty. And now we will write for email, if not email pattern dot test with values dot email. If the email didn't match with this pattern, so it will be false. So then we should write a message, errors dot email is equal to email is not correct. Else, if the email was okay, so before we should test the email that the email should not be empty. If email values that email was equal to empty, then we should write errors that email is equal to email is required. And it is else with us, and let's remove this. If the email didn't match, so the email is didn't match. So now we will also validate the password. If values dot password is equal to with empty, errors dot password is equal to password required. Else we should test. So it is else if with us, and also I will write for password a password pattern values dot password okay. So now we will return the errors. So okay, whenever we return the error, so now we will write the errors here. Okay, just simply under the input field I will write if errors dot name was true. It means if here was the name was available, so then what it should do, it will print a value, and here we will print errors dot name, and also I will apply a style in this color right. Same to this I will write for the email and password if errors dot email, so then errors dot email color right, and also write for the password it's okay. So now let's test it. So let's press this button. Didn't called. So let's see where is the error. We haven't handle validation. It is okay. Win.prevent default. So we first values. So we should not destruct it because it is not a React component. So now let's test it. Let's press this button. Validate. See, name is required, email is required, and password is required. So let's write name Yusuf, and if you press the validate, that has gone. So now we will write email at Gmail. If you write something like this, email didn't match. If you write one character, again didn't match. If you write 2 or 3 character, see it's okay. If you write more than 6 character, so now again didn't match. Okay, didn't match because we have set the length to this 2 to 4 6. So now let's try the password. The password should have at least one digit, one small up in capital letter. I wrote just small and number. Oh sorry, I should print that here. Just come here and yeah, here the errors. Yes, it should be password. Let's refresh it. See, password is required. Password didn't match. If I write all of them, so it's okay. The forum has validated. So now we will just come here. If we will check the error, the length of this object. Okay, this we will check the length. If the length was 0, so then we will submit our forum. We will call the API or whatever we would like to pass the data. So we will call that and we will pass our data there. So it was all about forum validation in React.js. So if you have liked this video, please subscribe our YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.